Hello there everyone, it's B, and I can't even tell you how long it feels since I've just sat down in front of a camera and filmed a video, and I'm really sorry because my life has honestly been like upside down, go go go. I have been really active in the European Youth Parliament over the past couple of weeks, and people liked my work so much that on Tuesday I'm going to Genova in Italy and I'll be the video editor there, and it's an incredible opportunity. So I've just been like, it's been crazy, and I was sick as well, and it's just like a massive mess. But because I have been traveling so much this summer, I thought that it would be a good time to film this video and tell you guys 10 things that I learned while traveling for some of you who wants to travel or who just want to hear about my experiences. And I have currently crossed off the list of world countries 31 countries, which honestly feels like nothing to me because the more I travel, the more I want to travel, but it really is quite a big number of countries. So let's go with it. 10 things I learned while traveling. Open up to people and they will open up to you. Don't be scared. Honestly, when traveling, meeting new people and allowing yourself to experience the company of someone you've never met before is the most amazing and rewarding thing. And I can't even tell you how much help and how much kindness you can get from others if you just let it flow in. You can stay at people's houses, you can go get food with them. I don't know, all of these little things that just really make your day and make your trip are amazing. Don't stress and ride the wave, and oftentimes learn to forget your plan, because when you're traveling, then a lot of times things don't go as planned, and if you will keep stressing out about it, you are not gonna have a good time. Just learn to adjust to it, change your plans, get different tickets. You're gonna enjoy your time way more if you're relaxed and chilled, and you're probably gonna have a way better trip, because when things don't go as planned is when the best things happen to you. The cost of your trip equals your desired level of comfort. So many people are telling me that it's expensive to travel, that they can't afford it, but honestly, if you really want to travel, you can hitchhike, you can get, I don't know, rides by random people or trucks or something like that. I prefer to travel by plane, so I will save up money for a long time to buy myself plane tickets. You can stay on people's couches on couch surfing. You can stay at Instagrammers' places like we did a lot of the time when me and Ash were traveling Australia. So yes, if you do want to stay in 5-star hotels, or even hostels tend to be quite expensive, then you will spend a lot of money. And same thing with food. If you do want to experience the culture's food, eat at really expensive restaurants or out a lot, you will spend more. If you go to a supermarket and get normal groceries, you'll probably spend exactly as much money on food as you would living at home anyways. So that's just a point I want to get across. Money equals comfort, nothing else. Always have backup savings, because as I mentioned in point 2, things don't always go by plan, and in that case it is really good that you do have some spare money to be able to get a train ticket or a plane ticket, or if you have nowhere to sleep at night, get a hostel room or something to yourself. You learn to enjoy transient relationships and be comfortable to approach anyone. This is such a massive thing. You will meet people who will seem to be your best friend at the time, but you will never ever see them in your life, but you learn to love it, because you just learn to appreciate every single human you meet on the way as they are, and you can drown in them. And that's totally fine, because even those people who you have this really fading short relationship with, they bring something to you, they teach you something, and that is very significant for your self-development. You find out that we are really all one people. You learn to fall in love with languages, with the way people interact, with their face expressions, with universal showings of affection to each other. And it's really magical when you walk across a street in a completely different country and you realize that you're all one big whole of this massive beautiful planet, and that their life is probably as complicated and problem-filled as yours is, and that is amazing. And there's nothing that can unite people more than going to other cultures and really seeing other people and getting out of your own little bubble, just your family and your race or your language or your culture, because there's so much to see out there. You learn to value your home country. Every time I come back from any sorts of travels, I really want to travel Latvia more, because yes, we're a tiny country. Most people wouldn't even know where it is. Like when we were in Croatia, me and Anna got nicknamed Narnia because people actually didn't believe Latvia was a country, but it is, and it's so beautiful. And I honestly just want to go to the train station, hop onto the first train I can see, and just go to whatever city it will take me to. As beautiful as volcano craters and mermaid pools can be, there's also such charm in these pine tree forests and the sun hitting the trees and these Latvian rivers we have here and things like that. So definitely appreciate where you live. Traveling does not get traveling out of your system. The more you travel, the more you want to see, and the more your desire is for learning more and more about others and about yourself. And there also is a massive difference between traveling and being a tourist, because being a tourist is just exchanging your money and funds for a pre-packaged experience, when traveling is actually exploring and, you know, drowning in the culture of wherever you are. Having traveled so much, I now can't even sit in the same spot for more than a week because I feel like my feet are itching. I need to go somewhere again because I just love the process so much. You can imagine that my personal life would probably be quite shit considering that I'm never in the same place and there's no space for things like romantic relationships, but you have to sacrifice something for something else, and I'm happy to do that. Experiences are much more valuable than belongings. You can have the same amount of money and stupidly spend it on a pair of expensive boots like I did when I was in Sydney. I sold them afterwards because I realized that it's not worth it and I don't need them. Or for the same amount of money, you can go on a hike around a rainforest, or do something crazy, or go bungee jumping, or do something that you will only experience here and now. Spend your money wisely. Spend your money on things that will stay in your heart and not on your body or in your closet. And the last thing is, we really do need to take better care of Earth. Going around so many places, you see how much the planet has changed, even just with the simple fact that humans have come in. Going to New Zealand and understanding that their territory used to be mostly forests and now most of it are fields with sheep on it, it honestly makes you want to cry. And I know that people in New Zealand would say that that's fine, but there's so much beauty and so many wild animals that used to live there that are now going extinct. Same with Australia and same with other places. There's massive extinction going on everywhere just because we're not taking good care of our planet. And it's the only one we have, it's the only one we will ever walk, and the only one that our children, grandchildren, grandchildren will live on. I wish that all of us would really understand that and think about that every single day and every single choice you make in your day-to-day life. And the biggest thing about it is that there is so much we can actually do to help, and I will leave some links down below to some documentaries you guys can see or books you can read to help the environment and maybe impact something a little bit by yourself. Not saying this is an activist, this is just a general observation I made while traveling around those countries. So I think that's everything for my list of 10 things, and I hope this video helped you guys in some way and maybe inspired you to get a plane ticket or sit on a train somewhere and travel to, whether it is a faraway country or maybe a city right next to your city, and just see things, explore other people, explore other cultures, just go for it. And I also wanted to ask you guys to maybe leave in the comments what videos you would want to see from my channel, because I feel like my content recently has been so all over the place, because honestly it's really hard to keep a steady schedule and a steady type and kind of videos when you're always all over the place yourself. So I would just really love to know, what do you guys love to see most from me? Whether it's like travel videos or food videos or videos that are just nicely edited, or maybe some tips or tricks or life advice or books or just anything. So make sure to write that down in the comments. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I will see you in my next video.